There's a false stereotype that Palestinians in Gaza love rockets and wars. The wars that happen in Gaza are waged by the Hamas government for political aims that serve them alone.
وطبعًا
If
أنت
you're a Gazan
كمواطن
citizen who
غزاوي
opposes
معارضة
war and says,
الحرب وأنت
I don't
بتعيش
want war,
حرب
you're
فأنت
branded a
خاين،
traitor. It's
ممنوع
forbidden to
تكتب
say
إنك
that
بتعيش
you don't want
حرب.
war. They exploit us under the pretext of resistance. Consider the wars that happened in 2008, 2012, 2014, and 2020. They made profit out of it, and only the people suffered. Whenever there's a war and they get more aid money, they're the ones who benefit, and we get nothing.
It's so important for the world to hear those voices, Joseph. Tell us more about how you recorded that and what the purpose of your group is.
Well, the Center for Peace Communications is concerned with amplifying voices that oppose extremist groups and want a different future of partnership and peace among themselves and including with their Israeli neighbors. And there are a lot of Gazans, Jake, who oppose Hamas. Some of them had the courage to wage anti-Hamas street demonstrations in 2019 and again as recently as July of this year. They braved gunfire and prison. But the world hasn't paid much attention to them, and they still want to be heard. So we launched an initiative to interview many Gazans across the Strip from all walks of life and platform them safely by working with a team of animators and illustrators to do visual representations of the stories those voices told.
Here's a clip from another one of your projects. These were recorded about 2 weeks into the Israel-Hamas war.
At this time, as a person living in the prison that is Gaza, my prime and immediate enemy is Hamas, not the occupation. I have no house, no life, nothing. We're condemned to suffer because of this stupid organization. Who made us live in poverty in Gaza? Not the Jews, Hamas. Because of the events we saw on October 7th, the world changed its view of the Gaza Strip. Everybody came out to believe we're terrorists who cut people's heads off, comparing us to ISIS. A lot of people suffer from this. To be candid, Hamas has utterly wrecked the Palestinian people. I hope our voice will reach the outside world.
Now, I'm sure there are also a lot of Gazans who are furious with the Israelis and hate the IDF. And I don't want anyone to think that I'm playing this or that your project is about pretending otherwise, right?
Absolutely. And of course, it's possible to be anti-Hamas and anti-Israel at the same time. When you look at survey data, it shows that as many as 70% of Palestinians in Gaza on the eve of this war were in favor of Hamas disarming and an alternative administration ruling the Strip. The PA was the Palestinian Authority was the alternative offered in the poll. But there's also statistics that show a large number of Gazans supporting resistance in the abstract, while at the same time, they are very clear that they're angry at Hamas for starting wars it can't win, while hiding in tunnels and leaving civilians to suffer the casualties. So these seemingly contradictory ideas actually, can inhabit one mind.